Hi there, it's Lizzie again. We'll do one more garden video for the day and call it a day. I was out here getting some onion seeds into a tray, and I thought about how I had let some Swiss chard go to seed in the yard. You know that it's got that red stem and a beautiful leaf. Well, when it goes to seed, it shoots up a stem, it flowers, and then what you see in the end are these little nuggets. It looks a little, if you're familiar with grape nut cereal, the American cereal, grape nut cereal that we have here, it's like a bunch of little grape nuts. Anyway, this is my first time seed harvesting Swiss chard. I've let a lot of the seeds stay in the garden. That's how this came from a friend's house. I dug up some of her Swiss chard and brought it over to my yard, and it did well. So in letting this go to seed, I ought to have some of it self-plant in the garden and just pop up when the weather cools down in the fall. Maybe even some of them will stay dormant till next spring. But I thought I would also collect and intentionally plant and see if maybe which one works better. There are some seeds that seem to do well when I collect and put them in seed trays in the house and let them grow in that way, and then bring them out and transplant them. And then there are others, for example, cilantro and chamomile. Once getting those in the garden and letting them go to seed, I haven't planted chamomile or cilantro in a few years because the seeds just drop and then up comes more chamomile and cilantro in following seasons. So we'll see what, since this is my first time growing this beautiful Swiss chard, we'll see how it does in my garden. Will the seeds that I let scatter in the garden from this going to seed spring up eventually, or will gathering and replanting be the way to go? We'll see. And this was great. This is something you can share with friends, eat it up, feed it to chickens. If I end up having a plentiful amount, that'll be fine with me. I don't mind having a whole lot of it in my yard. Have you ever planted in a strawberry container? So I filled this with soil. I've done this with basil and a couple other plants. Conveniently comes with a plastic lid. It's great. So here's our Swiss chard, and I'm just gonna put those right in there. And what I'll do, if they grow and there's a bunch of them, is take the whole soil out of the container when the time comes and just split them apart and then put them into the ground. So that's the plan. But I'm going to go ahead and put a lot of these seeds in here and see if they will or won't germinate in the house. We'll find out. Anyway, I hope you're enjoying your garden, even if it's 105 degrees out there and you're sweating. Maybe you're starting something in the house too. Or maybe taking a well-earned break. Well, whatever your garden practice has you doing at this time of year, I hope you're really enjoying yourself. Till next time, happy gardening.